Hello, peeps. Welcome to Unfiltered with Joel. So when I got rejected from a very big music company saying that I didn't have enough social media experience, I was like really heartbroken at that point because that was a dream job role that I wanted to do. And they rejected me saying that I didn't have enough social media experience and it was not even a prerequisite in the job description. So I decided, even though me being a private person, decided that I really want to start my social media and put my life out there, which I do like very often. I'm not so frequent about it, but I really want to do it. And this was my idea of putting the social media to fire in a way that I want to speak to people. I love speaking to people. I really want to get to know other people's perspectives, and especially in this industry, you really need to know what's going around and how people are getting along with. So I decided to start my podcast, not just about music artists or anything, generally about music business and its entirety. And I decided the first person to follow me on Instagram when I start my account will be the first person that I invite to do the podcast with. And the moment I started the Instagram, I got a follower. I was like, who is it? Because are they going to be okay to, literally come to my podcast and talk about it? And it was the wonderful Carrie, who I've met in Thailand, talking while I was doing music business. She's a really good friend of mine, and she's an amazing artist, and moreover, a beautiful, beautiful human being. So I invited her, and she was like, yeah, let's do it. So we had the first episode of Unfiltered with Joel with Carrie Linney.
Hi.
Hi, Carrie. How are you? I'm so excited.
I know, me too. Thank you for having me.
I'm on it. So you're on it as well.
I'm on it.
Okay. Okay.
I want to play.
So let's talk about how long it took for us to be in this bench.
A good 3 months. Good
3 months,
months,
right?
I would say. It took, yeah.
More than this struggles.
Thank you for being patient with me. I was like, yeah, I'm free here. I'm not free anymore. I'm so sorry.
But when you start doing something and I really want to do it with you for the first episode. That's why I keep on pushing it. If it's not Carrie, I'm not going to do it.
No, honey.
I'm like, she's going to do it, and finally we are here.
Yeah,
talking about
I'm really
stuff.
happy. Yeah. Also, we've got such a great day as well.
Yes, it's so sunny.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's the best day to start a podcast, and we're behind us such wonderful space, and we're having good time. So we almost talked almost an hour before the actual interview started, and
Yeah.
we just really nailed it.
Yeah, we were
So
like,
we
okay,
hope
we
to
have to
bring-
stop talking now because this is quite content.
Yeah, we really have to bring the same energy to the conversation. So not tell me, I know what you do, but tell my audience, if we have like 2 or 3 people watching it.
Hi, 2 or 3 people. It'll be us later.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, literally. This is unfiltered, so this can have a lot of errors, this can have a lot of controversial things that we say, name dropping and fire and ash. So yeah.
Brilliant.
Tell our audience about you, what do you do, like a job interview.
Sure. So, my elevator pitch for why I'm deserve to be in this podcast. So, I'm a singer-songwriter, artist based in London. Genre-wise, I release top lines, so I do vocals for like EDM, trance kind of space. And then I've also done some work with sound libraries for like sync. And my artist project, I'm kind of always never sure how to put it down because like my mood changes when I write the songs. So the genres slightly change a little bit, and like the space and the instrumentation. But I would say, origin and like singer-songwriter vibes, because I have my piano, so that's where all my songs will start. And then I get into the studio later, and then it will get more cinematic, or some synth pop will come through. But I'm really getting into rock vocals at the minute, so like we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah. Any upcoming projects music-wise, an EP or a single that's going to be releasing soon?
Yeah. So I actually have, the other day we just got the final master back from what would be my debut single as an artist, which I'm really excited by.
I've literally heard her singing live, and she's one of the best vocalists that I've seen in my circle. Like literally, because I remember auditioning you for the
Yeah, I was
metronome even,
gripping it.
and
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
That was night that Francesca wanted to interview me, but I was like, I had to.
yeah, and I was like, oh, she's really good. A vocalist, that's what I told to my mates there. Like, oh my god, she's really good vocalist. You should definitely try on that. I mean, not that my opinion matters, but still.
No, it did. You were on the panel. It mattered massively. Thank you, though.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. What's the next question? Yeah, let's talk about finding your voice as an artist. Like, did you always wanted to do this, or was there a point where you decided, oh, this is what I want to do? I want to be in music, or like, did you do something else and then come around to the music?
I've had such a meandering path. So I'm my late 20s. I don't want to say how old I am. Get me a walking stick. I'm done, I'm tired. Late 20s, and I actually did my undergrad in geography and climate change. So I was doing music as a teenager in bands, like busking, small festivals, and then was just like really panicking about the state of the environment. So I was like, well, I'm going to put music on hold. Went and did this degree, tried to be a consultant, miserable. I was in a band at the time then as well, so recording for REP for that, doing gigs with them.
Okay.
So it's always been in the background. And then I ended up hating consulting because it was so depressing for so many reasons. Ended up working in restaurants and like vegan restaurants and environmentally friendly places. And then I ended up managing a restaurant. And I think the distinct moment was that I was speaking with the chef and he was getting really cross with the agency stuff that we had that evening. And I was just like, okay, like it's like, yeah, chill. And I wasn't like, batting him off, but I was just like, this man is so angry, and like their agency stuff, like they're clearly not passionate, otherwise they would be, working up the ladder. So they're the wrong kind of people to be cross about. Just typically.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the whole, yeah.
And then you find like, oh, I want to stop doing this and start doing music.
Yeah, because like he got so cross, and I was just like, that's crazy. And then he was like, but this is my craft and my passion, and these people are not like understanding the toll and like, drive that I have for this artwork that I'm creating about his food. And I was just like, shit, man, hospitality is not for me. Like, my art and my craft is music and singing. Yeah. And so I then was fired 2 days later. But I was like, meant to be, bitch.
Yeah, that's one thing. Only when you get fired, or only when you leave one job, that's what I've understood. Like, you think that you can do things, and multitasking is good, wonderful. But if you really want to do something, you should solely put your energy and soul into it. You can be like,
have to.
I have seen instances where when you get off a job, then you get more energy and time to invest in one, even though you might be broke for a few months, but still, I know it's easy to say. For me, also I do part-time and then, carry along with my music business stuff side on the other side and artist side on the other side. So it's easy for people to say, you have to leave this job. I know, it's controversial. Even now I'm contradicting two things that I said right now.
But it is complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated. You have to manage everything.
Yeah.
But I personally feel only if you leave one thing, you can start another thing and then do the first thing.
That's the thing.
It might not be always practical, but yeah, that's how life is.
Like last year, I was doing a million fucking things, all music, towards music. But by the end of the year, I was like, nothing actually progressed because there was so many things. So this year, I'm really trying to stay focused, and it's hard. I keep going like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this. And it's like, pick a lane.
Exactly.
Master that.
Focus and do the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. On that note, what happened? What do you think is it easy being an artist at this time or not? And why do you think it's not? You said all of a sudden, you didn't have to think.
I hate it. No, I love it.
It's nice to be an artist. It's really nice to be an artist, but it's not easy.
So my biggest thing, this is probably such a dumb, naive way to look at life, but I thought if I was in control of my time, then I'd be the most fortunate person in the world. So on the one hand, being an artist, it's great because I can choose my working hours. I can, be strict on myself, and I can be like, okay, I know I'm more creative at this time of the month because of my menstrual cycle, or I'm more creative this time of the day because this is the hours where I newly flourish. So that's great. But then on the same thread, you never stop. You can be hanging out with mates, and then suddenly there's a song idea comes into your head, and you've got to be like, if I don't write this down and log this somewhere, that's gone. And there's also at the same time, especially in today, where it's the pressure to show people without putting output, stuff out there. There's no formulaic, system with how you can do things.
Yeah.
You have to learn.
There's never a formula.
Yeah.
It depends on person. It changes every single time.
Exactly.
It changes every single day.
Yeah.
Maybe this day this trend is good, and maybe the other day you have to do something different, and then you might not even know the basics of that, and you have to learn it. it also gives us an idea about how this industry and ecosystem works, because it's always changing, it's always evolving. So what do you think is like, because Unfiltered with Joy is not just about artists, it's about the people who wanted to work in the industry, it's the people who wanted to work in the events industry, just from the people who scans tickets at an event to the biggest MD of a record label.
Yeah.
So I really want to bring people in, fingers crossed. So, so I'm saying, like, what do you think about the ecosystem? There's a lot to be informed. We know very little of it. And as a woman, how do you find the industry ecosystem?
I think it's...
Was it a dumb question?
No. It's a really good question, and I'm trying to work out like where I want to start. I know for me at the minute, again, my background being in environment and in politics, I feel like I'm really missing out on what the musicians' union's up to. You know, like every week I get a new ballot, new vote, a new person to, like, you know, they're coming into the musicians' union as this job role, and it's like I really want to be involved in that side of things more, and like understand actually how is the government supporting musicians, and like where's the funding coming from, and why is it that all of my favourite small venues are closing down right now?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
that stuff that I think is so easy to suddenly not really think about because you're so stressed about your single release. And it's like, actually, can we slow down and actually think longer term about this industry and what are we all able to contribute towards? And like, I didn't know the musicians union does like meditations like once a week.
Really?
Yeah, you can just like sign up for these meditation classes.
That's new information.
Yeah, it's
people,
so cool.
If you know, just go for it
Yeah,
and
I
check
haven't
it out.
done it, but
Yeah.
but my
Maybe
boyfriend
get
did.
advocates who never does it.
Me, I'm the worst for that. But yeah, like that's kind of like what's bugging me out, I think, in terms of like, is there more to industry that I'd like to know about? 100%. And I think the thing that's got me most feeling connected to the industry is getting involved in songwriting camps, because then you're meeting people in studios, you're meeting people from different backgrounds and like different careers, and like, because often in songwriting camps people aren't, you know, always artists, and they're not, especially the camps that I partake in, which are kind of more emerging level.
Yeah, artists, producers.
Exactly,
and,
singers, like some songwriters.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're hobbyists and they want to pay and just come along to a thing.
yeah.
Sometimes they're like, you know, releasing regularly with various different labels and they're really pursuing this career.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's really cool as well, because then you are learning more about how everyone's, you know, coming in as in the ecosystem, as you say. But again, we're in London right now, and like having lived here for 7 years is the only reflection of the industry that I've seen. Like I wouldn't know how the music industry is doing in the north of England.
Yeah.
And like that freaks me out, because if it's like shit in London, like there's no venues in London, like what's going on? Like,
what's going on? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And also, we were just talking recorded interview at the moment. That's how we say it. I don't know.
Little chit chat
Before we
beforehand.
press the record button,
Yes.
we were also talking about the success and failure in the music industry, because I, for a matter of fact, know that I'm meeting a lot of people at event space or like in the networking event who are still struggling to get their foot in the door, or like who tried for a long time and then still not able to be. And often we only see the success stories, like the big labels. Or
this is why I'm here.
This is why I started my podcast, because I wanted to be heard. I wanted
Yes.
to be seen. So I'm saying, like, not just the artist-wise, I'm saying from people who really want to do artist marketing, but there are talented people out there, but it's not gatekeeping. I would say there is a lot of gatekeeping, but still we have a lot of opportunities at this moment, but still people are not able to find the definition of their own success at this point.
Yeah.
What do you think success and failure talks about? Because it was a funny topic that we started off in our like really casual chat, but then we thought of coming into the interview and speaking about it.
So I feel like, the definite, like, people always think the success is like, what are their, I don't know, stream counts? What's the last venue they played? Like, what's their following when they rock up to venues? Like, what's their crowd size and things like that. But then I think you have to remember that, I don't even know, it's probably like, 1% of musicians in the world actually get the, you know, the high glam side of things. And I feel like if you're able to, you know, have control over your career as a musician, like you're not trapped in a contract, if you're able to, you know, if you have the like equipment that you need, and like that's like you can support yourself, I feel like that is success as well. Like if you're able to still be in the music industry and like you can support yourself financially, you're not stressed because like you go paycheck to paycheck. I
Yeah.
feel like that is success.
Yeah.
Without having to have the whole like, oh, okay, well they've only got like X million
You don't really need to walk a red carpet to consider yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like if you got a job in the industry and you suck at it, that's successful to me. Like,
Yeah.
but I feel like then in my head, I'm just like, oh, I've not got this many streams, and I can't release a song, and it's like, oh, I'm a failure, and it's like, yeah, but chill, calm the fuck down. Like you're still doing it.
Like we said, like we talked about like leaving one job to start fresh and then fully focus on music, jobs and stuff. Do you think it's important for a music artist to be always to only work that's related to music, or just I have seen a lot of people working in hospitality while maintaining a career as an artist. When we juggle these things, do you think it takes away our time and focus, and thus that could be a reason for not having?
I don't have any cash on me. I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. I've got no cash on me. Do you want a cigarette?
Wow, that was something that I really never thought about
Yeah, I didn't
having a
really have it.
podcast.
Yeah. I literally have no cash on me.
So we drifted off.
We were talking about
Come back.
being a musician, having different side jobs in
Yeah,
hospitality
and
or in
then
other industries.
yeah. What do you think about that?
I
You
think,
got the question. What do you think about that?
I think sometimes it's so easy to be like, you need to have different environments, and I think you need to do whatever you need to do to get your paycheck.
Yeah.
There's no judgment about that. I think what's tricky is, especially hospitality, it can take your entire like life and soul. And I think if you've got the willpower to, if you're able to do music on the side, also you think about the hours that you're working in the evenings, you're not going to get those gigs that you need.
Exactly.
So I think it's a really tricky one. If you can pull it off, amazing. I do think that what I've seen is that, well, from my experience, I couldn't do both. And also because I fucking love hospitality. Like, I wanted to open a restaurant. So I had my chef friend and I, like, we had a business plan and everything, and then I was like, she's so much more excited about this than I am. I was like, again, I don't think this is for me, actually.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. Like, we try things, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have not in the hard fast rule where everything has to be 100% right. So that's what is, I think, important for Unfiltered with Joy. Like, we really talk about real things. It cannot be super. We are human beings. We make mistakes. We literally try one thing and then walk out in the middle, which is totally human.
Yeah.
We should be responsible and accountable for our actions, but sometimes we cannot.
And that's the thing. I want to talk about that a little bit, actually, because I feel like this idea of like the struggling artist, for two reasons now, I think we need to get rid of it entirely. But I think this sort of like victim mindset of like, oh, well, like I can't, like, you know, this is why I thought like, I can't be in the hospitality industry whilst I'm doing music, because I knew I would get sucked back into it, and I knew that would just make me feel like, oh, well, I can't do it, I'm always busy. And it's like, if you know that's going to be a weakness point, you've got to hold yourself accountable and be like, I can't get involved in that right now.
Yeah.
Like, if you know that, you know, drugs, alcohol, whatever, if that's going to mess you up and you've got a studio day, don't fucking get drunk and high. Like, you've got to be strict to yourself, because no one else in the industry is going to pull you back.
Be responsible, be
Yeah.
accountable, but
Yeah.
also be easy on you.
It's true, and like, do what you have to do. But just remember, you made that choice.
Yeah.
And like, if it keeps messing you up, that's okay. Reflect and maybe think, what do I need in my environment to help me? And it's not always going to be easy. And I mess up.
Look at the wisdom.
28, baby.
Wisdom. Oh my God. Okay. Talking about wisdom. So,
Where'd you go?
what about, like, I've known you as a friend, like, literally, and we are not those friends who literally chat every single day and not know everything that's happening in our lives.
Yeah.
But I had known you for the 2 years I've been in the UK.
Yeah, about
and
2 or 3
listening-
years now,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the music that you write, and I've listened to you sing, perform and stuff. So what I've known is you are a very big mental health advocate, also for women's rights. So what do you just say about your mental health side, and if you're okay to personally speak about it? This is not how I wanted to frame this question.
No, we're being unfiltered, mate. You're just like, right, Carrie, go, chat about your mental health. How does that?
Obviously mental health. Are you in therapy?
Oh, I had to stop because I kept missing them.
See? Unfiltered.
Unfiltered, yeah. No, I was like, this is so expensive and I just can't wake up in time for these. So I was like, well, I'm going to choose my sleep instead. But no, I am actually in ADHD coaching therapy, which is really cool. Learning. So I've got ADHD. That's it. It triggers anxiety and all of that. But I'm learning a lot lately about, I mentioned very briefly at the beginning, but like women's menstrual cycles and how the balance of like estrogen, progesterone, I don't know, and testosterone, those three, the holy trinity of fuck up a woman's mental health, and like how that really triggers my ADHD, anxiety, and depressive moments as well. So yeah, I think it's like one of those things where I'm just really crap at recognizing the signs, and I'm just like, oh, why is everything shit? Why do I hate myself? And it will take me out for like a week. And like I need to be more accountable to myself and be like, okay, look when you're going to have these down moments, and then have some structures in place to help with that. And having like friends around and like a family who are good about talking about mental health, that really helps. But it comes out a lot in my music, and then I'm like, I can't release this shit, it's way too dark.
Yeah.
So that doesn't help either, because like I feel like I come across as a very like happy person, quite anal.
Yeah. From what I've known, yeah.
But generally quite happy.
Yeah.
Happy and anal.
Yeah.
And then my songs are just like, I can't even say this in the lyrics, so I'm like, oh, that's it, go.
Yeah, yeah, and I was also talking about like a life hack, like talking about like how to get things done, you know.
Yeah.
And this time, I'm depressed, I'm drunk, I don't have a calendar, I have a lot of stuff to do, I'm juggling multiple jobs. We all need a life hack.
Yeah.
So I was talking about, for me, it is like focus on what you want to do and have it on a calendar and stuff. And then that's one thing I started when after coming to the UK. Like literally, I never had a calendar when I was back in India. But here, we do a lot of things, and you don't have to mess things up. So you literally plan forward and stuff.
Yeah.
Calendaring really helped me. And I would say like not taking a lot of people's opinions into your head is a life hack that I always follow now. Like also being independent, like you can't rely on too much people to do stuff. So you can't rely on a camera person to shoot podcasts. So you can buy your own camera and then do it yourself.
See what happens.
So life hacks like that. Do you have anything that helps you in your life, like any particular hack that?
Yeah, I'm not currently doing it, and I think that would reflect on why I feel at the minute.
We should use it. But.
Yeah, I don't know how you put it on the captions.
Yeah. But. Yeah.
But what worked amazingly for me is, okay, so again, figuring out what drives me as an ADHD person, very interest-focused brain. So if it's like, okay, this is an urgent thing that needs to get done right now, then I'm like, right, well, that's like the drive, because it's like urgent. Or if it's something that's new and fun. So again, got to be accountable. Sometimes I can't do something that's new and fun all the time.
Yeah.
But in the morning, the first thing I do, what was great for me is piano practice. First thing, wake up, go sip a coffee, sit at the piano, go through your scales, go through the pieces that you're learning, and just like have, again, my priority in life is, sorry, I just whacked the microphone. My priority is like to be controlling my time. So that's why I do the jobs that I do, because I have the mornings to myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, having that completely me time where I can kind of zone out, that I'm working on something, I can then feel like I've achieved something, and it's fun because it's a bit of a challenge, and I just fucking love playing the piano. So that's like a thing that would change my days, because by 9:30 I've done an hour and a half of piano practice.
Oh, that's nice actually.
So nice, and the sun rising at the same time. It's beautiful.
Good to get sunrise, isn't it?
Yeah, and then I have 30 minutes, get dressed, shower, whatever, and then by 10 I'm ready to start my day. So that was fantastic.
So you're almost done like the important things before you start your day. Which is really good actually.
Yeah, like feed the soul first thing.
Yeah. I'm a morning person as well, but I do night shifts. So sometimes I miss seeing a sunrise and I miss getting that morning sun ray on your face, and it's like I miss sometimes, and I really do hope that I get. And also reading a book in the morning is like really meditation and stuff. So yes, I think we've done with some serious stuff here. Now it's time to have some fun.
Okie dokie.
Get real and stuff. Before that, let me see how the camera is turned off, if it's working or not.
Yes.
Okay? How do I do it?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Excellent.
Is it? But it's still recording, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
26 minutes.
Okay.